Our guest today is David Ryan Harris. David has worked with John Mayer, Dave Matthews Band, India.Arie, Tedeschi Trucks, Christina Perri, Santana, all sorts of goodness, man. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Gotta
Glad
ask
to be
you,
here.
bro.
What's going on?
I don't know this story, and we've been actual real-life friends.
Yes.
How did you get the gig with John Mayer?
I got the gig with John really based on kind of my stuff I do as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
I was signed to Columbia in the mid-'90s, and I put out this record, solo record, produced by, I was on Brendan O'Brien's label. I don't know if you know Brendan.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's amazing work. But I was signed to Brendan's label, and I put this record out. I think about 10,000 of them were sold. And John, bought one of them.
He was one of them?
He bought one of them. And apparently he and another friend of ours, Matt Mangano, when they were at Berkeley, this was a record that they listened to. So he moved to Atlanta and was like, I want to, find that guy and, meet that guy. So we would play solo shows and, acoustic things at Eddie's Attic and kind of Writers in the Round things. And just, we just kind of hung. And then he got his deal and I moved to LA and I kind of ran into him and he was like, hey man, if you ever want to come out and just play or sing, there's always a bunk for you on the bus. And I went out and did some shows and...
Supporting him?
No, I was just playing in the band.
Just jumped in?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's the most organic thing ever.
It was super organic.
There's always a room in the There was a bunk for you?
I was a bunk, yeah.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Was that like Room for Squares days?
This was between, just at the end of Room for Squares.
Wow.
Yeah.
So things were really starting to pop up for him and you guys are just friends and he liked your work.
Yep. We had a lot in common just musically. I say we kind of picked from the same tree. So I think it was sort of an easy fit for both of us.
Mm-hmm. I like that, man. What's been the best lesson you've learned from working with John?
The value in it not being my thing. Because I sort of, I do my own stuff as an artist and I'm the guy that's got to pay the band and make sure the, stuff is together. The period of time where I can just play and I don't have to worry about that is a really valuable time. And as a singer-songwriter kind of DIY guy, I really miss those times where I'm just going to show up and play my gig and I'm going to be in service to the song and it's not about me. And it's a really valuable kind of Zen lesson.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And how does it feel to play over the rhythm section of Pino Palladino and Steve Jordan?
Oh, man. I just try to make sure that I continue playing because sometimes I just want to stop and listen. It's great, man. It's just so wide.
Yeah.
Great people to play with and obviously amazing musicians. And as a rhythm section, it doesn't get much better.
And you guys are about to do a tour where you're like breaking up the set, right?
Mm-hmm. I think we're going to do, John's going to do some solo acoustic stuff. Then John, Steve, and Pino will do a trio set, and then we'll do full band stuff. So it'll be no opener, just the evening with. So it should be fun.
Dude, that's all. I look forward to that, man.
Yeah.
What's your favorite vibe to play live with John? More the full band stuff or more of the acoustic?
I love the full band stuff. I mean, this is a brand new unit. This group of people has never played together before. But in past incarnations of the band that I've been in, when we've been together for a while, you just have those moments where you look across the stage and you're like, oh, I know what he's about to do, and there's just like sort of conversations that go on.
That's
so
awesome.
With this new unit, I'm excited to see what those conversations will be.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Do you have a strong urge to be more famous and successful than David Hodges?
I just want to have better hair than David Hodges. I don't have an urge or desire to be famous at all.
I was just messing around. David is our mutual homie, and I had to
with great hair.
With great hair.
Yeah.
You have better tattoos already, though.
That's true.
That is true. What is a writing session of yours that stands out? That special moment with a certain someone.
You know, I'll say I had a session with India.Arie for her last record, and I just like to, if it's a person that I haven't written with before, I just want to hang out. It's like, who are you and where do you come from? Like, how many times your heart been broken? What kind of records are you into? And India I'd known for a long time, and we talked about writing, but we never figured it out.
Right.
So we just kind of hung in her living room, and I think we talked for about 6 hours. It was dark outside, it was getting late, and we were kind of like, well, I guess we should probably try to write something. And I had this little musical thing and a melody that went with it, and I was like, I'll put it. She's like, can you record it and leave it with me, and I'll see what I can do. And so I played the thing, and she, left it with her, and she sent it to me overnight, and I didn't listen to it until I was driving back to our house the next day, and I was just like in tears. Like, it was just an amazing moment, and I know we never would have gotten there had we not spent those 6 hours just just kind of being in each other's space.
And then you're always on the move. You're always writing songs, so you don't always get a chance to reflect.
Exactly.
And hear back.
Exactly.
Something special.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's really dope. What led to working with Dave Matthews?
I was so I started out, I was in this band called Follow For Now. It was kind of a punk rock.
It was the punk rock days.
Punk rock days.
You toured with Pearl Jam, right?
Toured Pearl Jam, and
when was that?
The first record, it was like 10, I think 94.
Wow.
Yeah.
You supported on the 10 tour?
Yep.
Dude, that's incredible.
Yep. That was a...
Was that a club tour?
They were just starting to do theaters.
Wow.
Small theaters.
I can only imagine.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Really awesome. And to this day, like, if I see Eddie, he's like, he remembers, because I had to leave the tour because my oldest son was born. So if I see Eddie now, he's like, how old is Miles? Miles has got to be like, and he always gets the age right.
That's awesome.
So I was in this band, Follow For Now, from Atlanta, and Arrested Development was also from Atlanta. And one of the singers in that band liked Follow For Now, and she wanted me to help her do some stuff on her solo record, which was the first time I'd written for something other than myself. I did, I don't know, maybe 6 songs on her record, and then I went out playing guitar in her band, and she opened for Dave Matthews Band. So we got to be friends doing that, and Dave would call me up to sit in.
Sick.
Yeah.
I love Dave.
Yeah. And it was, that was his first record. Well, Under the Table and Dreaming.
Right. Come on, you did all those?
Yeah.
To be able to witness that is incredible.
It was amazing.
I can't even imagine that.
I mean, I was still kind of like scratching my head like, okay, let me get this straight. You got a fiddle player and saxophone player, and you're on pop radio. It's like,
and a drummer that doesn't play a straight beat at all.
It's like you have won the lottery. I don't know how you've done it, but you've tricked us all, and it's amazing.
And it's like this weird juxtaposed band. All these different looks and everything, and different styles, and then like Dave's voice even.
All of it.
Now you're so used to hearing, you like love his voice, but at first, first glance, you're like, oh, what is this?
Yeah.
Man.
Well, he's done all right.
Yeah, he's doing good.
He's doing good.
So, I mean, man, with your long career, like, what would you say has been the best time of your life?
I mean, I had to say probably the best time in my life was when I was in that band Follow For Now, because I didn't really know anything about the industry. I was with 4 dudes that were like my best friends.
Right.
And we played music because we loved it, and we slept in shitty hotels because we didn't have champagne taste yet.
Right.
And we kind of learned how to be men together.
Yeah.
So that was, I look upon those times really, really fondly. And probably the closest thing to that since then was probably the Continuum tour with John, just because I was in a band with like my actual best friends.
Right.
So to see the world with people that, like, I would hang out with these people if I was at home.
Do you have a philosophy in which you live by?
It's more important for me to have people go, that's a good guy, than it is for people to go, that's the best singer, best guitar player, best whatever I've ever heard. I feel like a lot of, I played guitar with Richie Sambora for a bit. No audition. You just like, I think we ate barbecue, and that's how we sort of auditioned.
You had a vibe.
But it's like, all right, do I want to be around this person? So a lot of it's just like sort of personality-based stuff. Like, I've called people to play on records for me that I just like to hang out with. Like, probably a better guitar player or a better whatever player, but I don't want to be around that person all day. So I just want to be someone that people want to be around. And if the situation isn't my situation, know how to make myself smaller, small enough to fit in it when it's not about me.
Just who you want in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which makes sense too. I mean, with touring, it's a whole lot of that because you have majority downtime, but the studio is the same.
Yes. Yes.
I'm just sitting right next to you.
I mean, the studio's even worse because, the live thing is like, you can play a show and you're like, I think they played some clunker notes, but it's gone. Like the live moment is gone. But in the studio, it's like, no, I hear it right here. It's like right here, 2:23.
Or you can hop on your bike and like right away for a few hours or something.
Right.
But if not, you're stuck.
Yes. So just, try. My life philosophy is don't be a dick.
And what are you working on right now?
People know me as like this kind of, sensitive songwriter kind of guy. But, I used to play in a punk rock band and be real,
I want to see punk rock David Ryan Harris real bad.
Well, I'll try to get him out.
Yeah,
Try
dude.
to get him out. Yeah, hey, bring it.
I'm a high energy drummer,
yes.
bro. I was raised on that punk rock stuff, man.
Bring it.
I love that, man. All right, please finish the sentence for me. David Ryan Harris is
hungry.
Ooh. For what?
Just new experiences. Just I'm hungry for life. You sort of get to a certain point and you realize seeing a lot of the same things. I'm kind of, you at least myself, I have a habit of getting comfortable. And so now I'm just sort of feel like I sort of plateaued in life, and it's like I'm just hungry for new experiences. I toured with John for about 9 years, and then when I didn't do it, I was like, all right, I was so kind of boxed in with that schedule. I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do it because I don't know if John's going out. I was like, well, when I wasn't doing it, I was like, I'll say yes to whatever. I don't care, just to do it. And so I think that's a good spirit to kind of take through life, just to be hungry for new experiences.
Well, man, thank you so much for taking the time out and doing this, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Everyone make sure to see David on tour with John Mayer this whole year, man.
This whole year.
It's going to be dope. You're the man.
I'm the man that knows the man.
Hey.
Come on and turn up the radio. I wanna get lost in the sound.